Welcome in, y'all. 60 games, 6 inches. Cam, yesterday we had a few disagreements with Braves GM Alex Anthopoulos. Now today we got to give him some credit.
You know, Lloyd, just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this and totally redeem yourself.
Austin Riley at third base has solidified and taken hold of that position.
It's fair to criticize the moves that Anthopoulos hasn't made, but at the same time, you also have to give him a lot of credit for the ones he did make, choosing to keep Riley when there were many opportunities to trade him. Marcell Ozuna has just been absolutely raking this season, and you saw it last night. First NL player in history to have a 3-homer game at Fenway Park.
He seems like a perfect clubhouse fit. He's having fun with the guys, making them laugh. Riley as well, he's much more calm and just seems totally locked in at the plate.
For the first time since Chipper Jones retired, we might be able to say the Braves have a long-term option at third base. It's an exciting time for the offense. The pitching, yeah, we can talk about that later, but it's a really exciting time for what they've done with the bats.
60 games, 6 inches. Happy Friday, everybody. Cam, it was Marcell Ozuna on Tuesday, Adam Duvall on Wednesday.
Chicks dig the long ball.
Who is going to be the next Brave to hit 3 home runs in a game? Now, they play a doubleheader today, so maybe that's a little cheating.
Honestly, it could be any of them. Like, every single guy 1 through 8 is just raking right now. My pick has got to be Austin Riley, though. I have just been super impressed with his approach. His walk rate has gone up. His strikeout rate has dropped. He seems to be barreling everything up, and he doesn't look as lost at the plate as he did at the beginning of the season. And he's a guy that when he gets hot, just absolutely hits missiles. I think he could easily get into one and just really have himself a day.
I'm going to cheat a little bit too and give you 2 guys. Freddie Freeman, red hot, 16-game hitting streak, kind of quietly doing so while Riley and Ozuna and Duvall have been mashing. And then if the Braves activate Ronald, the last time he played in a doubleheader, he hit 3 home runs. So maybe he can come in and just like he hit that home run off Garrett Cole.
And speaking of homers, Corey, I'm going to give you an over-under between Malone and Josh Tomlin, the 2 starters today. 5 home runs. Do you think we give up more or less to the Nationals?
Oh, God, I hope it's less. 60 games, 6 inches. Braves split the doubleheader with the Nationals yesterday, but Cam, we said Freddie, Austin, Ronald would go yard, and what happened?
5 home runs between the 3 guys. Ronnie hit 3 home runs. It was across 2 games. He had 2 in the first, 1 in the second, but he still had a 3-homer day. And then Freddie and Riley both going yard in the second game. It's like we know what we're talking about, man. I don't want to get too full of ourselves here, but we might know a thing or two about baseball.
Just a little bit, yeah. And the lineup with Ronald in it, we're used to it, but it has that boost of energy every time he comes back. I mean, we hate when he's not there, but then when he comes back, it's just a lightning bolt.
Because we get to ignore Ender Inciarte and put him on the bench where he belongs, and we don't have a gaping hole in the bottom of the lineup. It just makes everything better when you slide him in. 1 through 8 through 9 now is actually really, really good, and all the guys are clicking right now. It's so much fun to watch this offense.
We spent time talking about the pitchers and the bullpen and the starters, but, I mean, bottom line is this team can absolutely rake. And you got one more pitcher shout-out, too, right?
Oh, yeah, our guy Charlie Culberson. We love to see it.
Good job, Charlie. We are 2/3 of the way through the season, and Ronald Acuna, one of the biggest young stars in the game, set the Braves franchise record for leadoff home runs just at age 22. And across the country, we have Mike Trout hitting home run number 300 at just age 29. Cam, he's on track to do some really, really big things.
10th season in the league and 300 homers. Like, if you do the math, like 700 is well within the realm of possibility. As we look into his 30s, we're going to pay really close attention to his health, because if his body holds up and he stays healthy, he's going to put up numbers we've never seen before. 20 games left in the season. He's at 15 homers right now. COVID could essentially be robbing us of a 60 home run season, which is a travesty, but again, it doesn't make what he's doing any less impressive.
Yeah, I've got the legend Hank Aaron right here behind me. That number 715 is very much in the realm of possibilities for Mike Trout if he stays healthy. And like, what a joy it is to watch him play and see his highlights. But please, Angels, please, 1 playoff appearance. You got to be better. We got to have Mike Trout in October.
Figure it out and get my man a couple of playoff plate appearances. The game needs it.
Why is it called a foul pole if the ball hits it and it's fair?
Why is the shortstop the only position on the field whose name makes no sense?
Why is it called a baseline if there's no line to the base?
If the bench is on field level, is it still called a dugout?
Why is it called a rain out and not a rain safe?
Why did they just decide that this means safe and this means out?
Why is home plate not shaped like a plane?
Well, because, Corey, if you look at it upside down, it's shaped like a home. Welcome in, guys. 60 games, 6 inches, episode 42. Yesterday, we had game 1 of the Braves and the Marlins. It was Jose Urena on the mound. So you already know what happens. He hits Acuna for the 3rd time, maybe the 4th or 5th. We kind of lost track at this point. And guys, I was thinking, Corey, if you're in a fight in an MLB game, which MLB player do you want as your backup?
So I think, first of all, this is why we wanted Yasiel Puig on the Braves. Beyond his on-field production is he is going to ride with his guys no matter what. I mean, last year he got in a fight minutes after he got traded. He was no longer teammates with the Cincinnati Reds, and he still rode with them in a brawl with the Pirates. He's number one. I think we can all agree. For me, Amir Garrett, also on the Reds last year, ran straight into the Pirates dugout and just went to battle.
I'm going Ramon Laureano from the A's. The way he just charged the entire Astros dugout. I want a guy that's going to go one against the whole team with no fear in his eyes. That's a guy you want in the trenches with you. All right, game 2 between Atlanta and Miami. We're going to see if anyone wants to throw it to Acuna again. Maybe we get some more fireworks tonight. I don't know, but we'll see you guys tomorrow.